Hey YouTube, it's Barry Aldridge, real name no gimmicks. How's it hanging, people? I'm here to talk about my journey or my road to Nerdfighteria. It all began though back 2007. Oh gosh, this was like 10 years ago. Oh crap, can't believe that. Nearly 10 years. So I heard about the Vlog Brothers for a little bit, one or two inklings, because you know I knew a YouTuber by the name of Charlie So Cool liked their videos and that, and I was probably in and out a bit. But my first serious interaction with the Vlog Brothers was December 17th, 2007. The very first ever project for Awesome. And I saw videos I knew from people like Charlie, It's So Cool, like Johnny Durham 19. Yeah, he doesn't do videos much anymore. And a couple of other people for a thing called Project for Awesome. And I was like, what the hell's this? I'm curious about this. And then I remember, you know, I sort of was inkling with the Vlog Brothers, so it was on the right day, and the Vlog Brothers had launched a video called Project for Awesome, and they were behind it, and Hank was saying, good morning, it's December 17th, and he was playing his arms about, like, I thought, is he a quiz show host or something? I don't know, that's a bit weird. But anyway, I liked his energy, I liked his brother being completely opposite, and I liked what they were actually talking about. When I watched a couple of their previous videos, I was like, this is interesting. There's some intelligence here. Really good work there. I was like, okay, cool. And so it was based off of Charlie's recommendation, to be quite honest with you. Hidden recommendation, to be quite honest with you. So, over the course of time, I'd watch a few of their videos and that, and then, round about in April, as I was chatting to some friends, I had the impossible. The Vlog Brothers subscribed to me. I was like, what? I was like, what? Seriously? And it was sort of history. I was like, wow, I made it. I made it into the inner sanctum of Nerdfighteria. I'm like, I'm in the holy temple and I cannot escape. I'm now going to be converted into a statue. Ah! Yeah, I felt like I was going to be turned into a statue. So I was like, you know what? I've earned their respect. Also, yeah, I did a little bit of a channel recommendation to them in a very, very silly way and used one of their intros back in 2008. Yeah, if you do remember the Vlog Brothers videos, intros in 2007, it's a very, very sort of dated intro, but it was good at the time because it represented YouTube's independence, really, to be fair. But yeah, during round about after that, I think it was about mid-2008, I watched all of their videos from 2007, you know, the everyday challenge sort of thing, which I do miss though, really, to be quite honest with you. Got it done within a month, I think. Yeah, I think it was like a month. And it was fun though to watch, and you know, nowadays the videos wouldn't look that great because of the grayness of the video, and they're in 240p pixels. And so after that, I knew about what they were doing, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to get more involved with Project for Awesome. I did do a Project for Awesome video in 2007, by the way, but under an old username. And then I thought I'll get myself a bit more involved, and I thought, you know what, I like what they're actually doing in that. And I did a Project for Awesome video in 2008, and it blew up like hell. I'm not kidding. Not only that, it also got onto the front page of the global website where the Vlog Brothers were guest editors, which was part of the best 3 months I ever had. And not only that, it recognised about the fact that, you know, it made me want to do work and try and put in videos with autism as well. Talking about autism, trying to raise awareness, talk about my life experiences and that a bit more. And it was just crazy. I just thought it was absolutely amazing. I've got to thank John and Hank, seriously, from the bottom of my heart about that. Did I ever meet John and Hank? Yes, absolutely. I met John twice, and I met Hank once. My first visit, though, with John was back in August of 2010. I can't remember the date. I think it was like August 14th, maybe? I think it was. Yeah, I have the train ticket somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. And he was doing a book signing at the Waterstones in London. And I think it was near Piccadilly Circus, I remember. And I have done a video about meeting him, and I asked him about a message. He said, just tell him Barry Aldridge is awesome. I was like, oh my god, that was so cool. And he recognised me straight away. It was just unbelievable. It was really cool. And I remember meeting him afterwards in a pub gig sort of thing, which we don't actually talk about nowadays. But if you want to know a bit about that, just private message me. And, well, you know, and it was actually kind of cool. And then the second time I met them was on the 3rd of February 2013. That's John for the second time and Hank for the first time. It was for the signing of, not Paper Towns, The Fault in Our Stars. Yeah, The Fault in Our Stars book. I think it was the paperback. Yeah, it was a payback, and you know, it was a great show. It was this expensive hall where they talked for like an hour and a half and that. And I remember the football was on, and I think the Super Bowl was on as well. There was a lot of sports stuff going on. I remember Hank talking about he found Super Bowl without commercials being a bit weird over here and that, because in America they have the Super Bowl and have all these commercials. And then, well, I met him, and I was thinking like, oh, they probably forgot. John remembered me, and he told Hank, and he went, oh, okay. And then Hank just got out of his seat and hugged me. I wish I had a video of that, to be honest with you. I can only tell it from facts. So some people will say I'm alive, but I'm not. And that. So that's my big road, and also some of the things of meeting the Vlogbrothers, really, to be honest with you. And the road has been quite long, and a bit narrow, and also a bit tough as well. Because I'm more of an underground one. If people ask me what type of Nerdfighter I am, I'm an underground one. Which, you know, I don't follow to the beat of the mainstream. I'm more someone, yeah, that, you know, yeah, I like mainstream stuff like Doctor Who and that, but I follow to the beat of my own drum. And, you know, if there was a project for Awesome, I would follow the rules to that. But anything else with Nerdfighteria and all that sort of stuff, I would probably do 50-50 though, really. But as long as it's for the good of the cause, and that's what this story is basically about. Just telling you my road into Nerdfighteria, and I'm glad though to be a part of it. Even though I ain't on it as much as I used to be, and I may be off doing other things and maybe busy with life, I still respect the Nerdfighteria culture. I still thank John and Hank for all the help they've done, including about making me want to do autism videos after that heroic buzz though from my 2008 Project for Awesome and my 2009 videos talking about the National Autistic Society, and I'm forever grateful for them on that. You never ever nick food from their plate, in my view. They've given me food from their plate. I will never ever nick any food from their plate. That's just an expression though, guys, and that's how I genuinely feel, and I'm really, really proud to be a Nerdfighter. Even though not as strong as I once was, but I still believe that it was part of that culture that made me kind of like a Project for Awesome veteran, as one of my friends say, or a legend. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's down to the people, or Nerdfighteria, that can say that. And also John and Hank Green at the end of the day. Take care, everyone. Peace.